How are the margaritas? I didn't have any margaritas, Ollie. Didn't have any margaritas. B is with my parents, Enid. She's with my parents until the wet room's finished, which is likely to be next weekend. The main fitter told me today he hopes to be finished on Wednesday, but then they've got to do the floor, which is going to be done by somebody else. So they've tiled it at the moment, Hayley. They've been tiling for the last 2 days. It looks fantastic. I've got to buy the correct colour grout. So I've got to get the grout from Tops Tiles, because the grout they have isn't going to match the colour of the tiles. So I've got to spend another £70 just on grout. And then they're hopefully going to finish the tiling, put the toilet and the sink in on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then hopefully it'll be finished apart from the actual floor going down. So the wet room won't be usable until it's actually completely finished. I did pay for the tiles, Hayley, yes, because I chose to have better tiles than what was offered to me in the grant. I chose to have much nicer tiles, and the fitter actually said he doesn't know why they use the tiles that they use, because they're awful to fit. He said, this is his words, not mine, they're awful to fit, they regularly break in fitting, and they're not very good. Oh, thank you, Victoria. Not seen that one before. A cow napping. Thank you. What do the tiles look like? They're really nice. I'll just show you. Not now, but next week I will show you. Okay. Crafty, is there a box battle tonight? I don't know. I have to admit I haven't been keeping up with it, so I honestly don't know if there is or not. I honestly don't know if there is one or not. So, do you want me to do it if there is one? Yeah, Hayley, so it's a disabled facilities grant. A disabled facilities grant you can apply for if you fit the criteria. You have to have under a certain amount of savings. I have none. You have to be assessed by the occupational therapy team of the adult social care for your council. The actual grants are a government grant, not a council grant, if that makes sense. But it's a government grant, but it's organised by your local council. So you apply via your council, but the actual grant comes from the government. Does that make sense? And things like wet rooms are things that they regularly do for people to make your home more accessible. Hi, Claire. I am good, thank you. How are you, my dear? Hello, Tootsie. How are you? No, I didn't have a shower. Well, no, correction, Hayley. There was a wet room there before, but it really didn't work. It was done back in the 80s, and none of it worked, basically. Let me explain. The water was a trickle because it was run by the water pressure, and it was awful. The floor was too high and wasn't sloped towards the drain. And when I did a couple of times, I tried to use the old one. The water ran into the hall and flooded the hall. And the drain was like that above the floor. So none of the water drained into the hole. So yeah. Lisa, you should ask for a reassessment. They base it on your savings as well, Lisa. So if you've got money in the bank, or it depends on your, I don't know, I'm going to rephrase that. I don't know if it's based on earnings as well. I don't know. So I can't answer that one, so just so that people know that. But I know they do take into account in your savings. Is it nearly finished? They hope to be finished by the end of next week, Claire. The current fitter is hoping to be finished by Wednesday, but the actual floor will take a couple of days, and it's whether the people who are doing the floor are available Thursday, Friday, or whether they will be the following week. I honestly don't know, so I've just got to wait and see. Kaz, how am I coping with the rest? I'm ignoring it. I'm wearing shoes a lot more around the house than I normally do. I'm going to have to get somebody in to help me with the cleaning. I've got somebody who's going to come and help me clean. And the place is a mess. I'm trying to keep as many doors closed as possible so that the dust doesn't travel all around the house, if that makes sense. It's cool, isn't it, Jess? Nice one from Timu. France, thank you for the hat. Thank you very much. When's my next cruise? I'm going on a 4-night mini cruise at the end of November with some people from TikTok. Jellycat, do you mean can you choose what you want under the grant? No, you're assessed for your needs. Oh, blimey, that's a fire engine going past. I hope no one's hurt. And you're assessed for your needs, and you can't just use the money on anything. You have to use it for what it's granted for. Hey, No Ducks. Hey, Observer. How are you guys? Oh, definitely. I would recommend a short cruise for first-time cruisers. Absolutely, definitely. Especially if you're under any concerns as to whether you might suffer with seasickness or anything like that. I would definitely recommend a good 3-4 night mini cruise. Another one I'd recommend is a 1-week cruise up to Norway, because that's also really nice. Bee's good, thank you, Tom. She's with my parents and she is loving life, being spoilt by my mum. She's running around the house, causing chaos for my parents, and she's got them wrapped round her paw, if you understand what I mean. She is definitely ruling the roost at their place. That's the only thing, G. If you go... Sorry, I'm just trying to move something I'm sat on. Booze cruises. I went on a 4-night mini cruise back in 2018, I think it was, with Royal Caribbean. That is the only time I've ever been on a Royal Caribbean ship, and it's also the only time I've ever felt unsafe on any cruise ship, because the number of people who were so drunk, they were literally falling over drunk, I've never felt unsafe since or before that. So I personally feel it depends on the cruise line as to whether they're more responsible with their drinks packages or not. I have been to Norway, Georgie, yes, and it's beautiful. I go a lot with P&O up till now. I would love to do other cruises, but I don't like flying. So, yeah. My parrot's name, Enid, my parrot name is Luna. And my dog is called Beatrix, or B for short. But she's over here at the moment, not wanting to come over. Not yet, Jen. She is still with my parents, probably till next weekend, at least, if not into early the following week. Right, Hungry Guy, yes. Hungry Guy, that is not P&O Cruises, that's P&O Ferries. Two completely different companies. So yeah, two completely different companies. Yeah, no, it's two completely different companies. Yeah. Originally, back years and years and years ago, they were the same company. But in the mid-70s or 80s, I don't know when, they split into two separate companies. Would I go on a cruise to the Caribbean? Absolutely, I would, Finn. There is a cruise that goes each year to the Caribbean, round trip cruise, because I can't fly, and it's 5 weeks. I nearly did it a few years ago, but I ended up moving instead. So I haven't been able to afford it since. My parents helped me, because my parents pay for me to go on one holiday a year, and that cruise would have been the equivalent of 2 or 3 years of cruises. And instead of doing that, they helped me move. And yeah. They did, Mr. Dodgers. They redid it for me and they were absolutely fine. But yeah, the first ones were way too spicy. One day, Finn. One day. Oh, thank you, Sea Witch. Yeah, another one from B&M. I like the colourful mugs. They're not too expensive from B&M. They tend to be under a tenner. Hello, Luna. You come over to say hello to everybody. Actually, as well, if you look at this one, it's very definitely Luna colours. This one's definitely Luna colours. I quite like it from that point of view as well. Here we go. So how are you all? Yeah, Miss Independent, that's something I'd like to do, yeah. I know, Lisa, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think a lot of people are, Sea Witch. Hello. This is Luna. Yes. This is Luna, my little Konya. She's 8 years old. No, I've never done a river cruise, Samantha. I would like to do a river cruise. There's a cruise that I'd love to do, but it's Russia, and as where everybody knows at the moment, Russia is closed to tourists from other countries. I would love to cruise from St. Petersburg to Moscow. Will it ever be possible? Who knows? The other cruise I'd love to do is the Danube through parts of Europe. Is it Danube or Danube? Danube. The Danube. If you know the river. That's the one. I'm never sure how to pronounce it. It's Danube or Danube. I think it's Danube, but I'm not 100% sure. That's how it's spelt, future proofing, but I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it. I'm not sure if you pronounce the B or not. Pippi, B is with my parents. B is with my parents on holiday while I'm having work done. She is being spoilt, Rachel. Yes, she's running around Danube. Thank you, future proofing. Oh, I love that, Sam. Enjoy your new baby. It's coming along really well, Rachel. The tiles are now up. They're hoping to go out them Monday or Tuesday. The fitter is hoping that he's going to be finished by Wednesday. And the floor will be done some point. Whether it's done the end of next... Ow! Trouble. Whether the floor is done the end of next week or into the beginning of the following week, I don't yet know. Sorry, I must have been missing some comments because I can see people asking or saying stuff that I don't understand. So, if what was moved, Nature Walker, I have no idea what you're talking about. Hello. What are you doing? What are you doing? If I'm still using the hot tub, not at the moment because of the psoriasis on my back. I'm not using the hot tub at the moment. It is almost healed, but I'm waiting till after it's fully healed before I use the hot tub again. Psoriasis is a skin problem, Jess, and it went infected. The psoriasis I had on my back went infected. I didn't see that, Diane's comment. No, Joanne. I hope you're okay, Diane. She's 8 years old, Nikki. Hello. Hello, Heather. I'm on and off. I'm not on every day these days, but I am on and off. I've been on a few times this week. I'm doing a lot of videos and a lot of other things, and I've got a lot going on in my private life. So, yeah. I do still play Dreamlight Valley Abbey, but I haven't played it recently. I've got other things going on and spending my time on other things. User, it's called a private life for a reason. So I'm not telling you because it's the whole point. It's a private life. No, I don't, MJ. No. No, I wouldn't be able to keep that secret. No, I don't. Just a lot of stuff going on in other things. Crikey, I can guarantee you that if I had a bloke, a lot of the mods would know about it if I hadn't told anybody on here. And I'm fairly sure you can guarantee that I haven't. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Yeah, I am growing in my hair again. So my hair's already started growing from when I cut it at the very beginning of this year. And I am slowly growing my hair out. It'll take time to grow my hair to halfway down my back again. But yeah, that's what I'd like to do. Grow my hair to halfway down my back. That would be nice. No, Mr. Dodger. My hair does grow fast, but it's not kind of overnight speed, but it does grow quite fast. No. The reason I had to cut my hair really short last time was because of the amount of damage doing my hair purple caused my hair. The amount of damage dyeing my hair caused, not only to the hair condition, but the colouring as well. So no, I won't ever dye it purple again. No. I might do some highlights at some point, but I won't ever be bleaching or fully dyeing my hair again. I don't have that plan. Yeah, that's what I'll do, Amy. Blonde highlights. But I want it a bit longer first. Right. Does anybody know if there is a box battle this evening? Does anybody know? I can't check WhatsApp to see because I'm actually on my phone. Is there a box battle? There is. Okay, in that case, I'm going to go over to the box battle. I'm going to run and grab the iPad and then go over to the box battle. So if you want to join the box battle and come and watch, come and tap the screen, come and cheer us on. Only gift if you want to. You don't have to gift, but it's fun to be there anyway. If you want to come and support me, and that would be really appreciated. If you want, the box battle is only for people in the Innovation Agency. So if you look for Sarah's live, it's Innovation Creator Network. Rachel, I just said nobody has to gift. It's just being there and having fun. So I'm going to go and get my my small iPad, and then we'll be over there. All right. See you shortly, guys. And yes, I'll go live again afterwards. See you shortly. Thanks, everybody. Luna Matty is a pineapple green cheek cognac. Thank you, Finn. Thank you, Kai. Come on, Luna. Up you come. So this is Luna, and she's a pineapple green cheek cognac. It's going well, thank you, Floody. Yeah, it's definitely taking shape. Observer. Anybody who's an innovation creator can take part in the box battles. It just happens that the big guys the popular guys always end up winning. That's just what it is. I can't compete with them. Nick, thank you for the blue medal-y. Thank you. Yeah, I heard her, Pitter. Don't worry, I'll do that. I will. But yeah, it's nearly always Mr. England or Flower Boy who win. Nearly always. Gem, it's a throw cover I've got over it at the moment. It's actually a sheet, not a blanket. Basically because of the psoriasis and the infection in the psoriasis, it was oozing. So I've had a couple of different sheets that I've been folding and covering over my chair and covering on the bottom half of the chair. You know, I said I moved something earlier. I actually moved the other sheet that I was sat on because I don't need it anymore and it was getting a bit uncomfortable. No, meow. No, it was nothing to do with the hot tub. But I'm not using the hot tub at the moment to make sure it doesn't get any worse. MJ, it wasn't shingles. So I went to the doctors and they confirmed it wasn't shingles. It was psoriasis, as I first thought. I did, Talia. I was out in the first round. Not a problem. It's the way it goes. I don't have big gifters like some of those guys have. I don't. It doesn't bother me because I earn a lot more from my videos. So yeah, doesn't bother me. Some people earn a lot of money from gifts. I earn a lot of more money from my videos. Thanks partly to the trolls. You know, any interaction, as far as I'm concerned, any interaction is earning me money on my videos. Because the amount of trolls that I get, they don't realise that when they're leaving horrible comments and stuff on my videos, they're still interacting with my videos, and so it helps me earn money. My top says my shadow has four legs and a tail. It's basically my Chihuahua t-shirt. Oh, thank you, Nick, for the puppy kisses. Thank you very much. Yes, Floody. So my videos, once they're uploaded, I can carry on earning from them. So the older videos might earn me 20-30p in a month. The newer videos tend to be where the earnings are, though, because they push out new videos, not old videos. So when they push out videos that are on the FYP, they're the ones that get viewed. The views from the FYP, so if people go straight to my page, they don't count. It's views that are on the algorithm from the FYP that count. No. That's one thing you don't earn money for, is people watching your lives. That does not earn you money. No, that does not earn you money. I've already done it, Shannon, sorry. You can on Kick, yes. But you have to have so many followers, I don't know what it is, and you have to do over 30 hours on Kick, I think it is, and you have to be so many followers, and I've only got a handful of followers on Kick, so yeah. Get nothing from lives apart from gifts. So the only thing you ever get from lives is gifts. Yes, it's like starting from scratch again. Exactly, Floody. Yeah. Come here. There we go. Yeah, you don't earn anything from the number of people watching. No. Hello, Maureen. You can ask a question, Adam. It's up to me whether I answer it. Yes, it was disgraceful parking, Floody. That's why I shared it on here, because people need to understand when I post a video like that, I'm not only posting it for myself, I'm talking about anybody with disabilities. Yeah, Victoria already done it. I was out the first round. What's Operation Snap? Never heard of it, Floody. That's all right, Victoria, don't worry. Oh, can you, Floody? No, I've not heard of that. Not since the other day, Reality FYP, no. Nick, thank you for the white dove. What's it called, Operation Snap? Let me have a look, I've never heard of it. Hold on. Operation Snap is a police initiative allowing the public to submit digital evidence of driving offences. Driving offences. Common offences include using a mobile phone while driving, not wearing a seatbelt, passing too close to a cyclist, running red lights, and dangerous driving. Doesn't say anything about parking. Okay, I'm just looking it up now. Report a road traffic incident. It was about there. Somewhere in that area. Yeah, somewhere in that area. About there, I think. Parking problem. As this is an antisocial behaviour, we need you to use our antisocial behaviour reporting. So it's not covered under Operation Snap. No. So bad parking isn't covered under Operation Snap. Yeah. That's all right, Floody. Nice to know that exists, because I've never heard of it before. But no. There we go. We've all been educated. I had to go on the road, Finn. I had to go on the road. So, yeah. And that wasn't this week. That was just over a week ago. It was just over a week ago. So, when I went to order the tiles. I also have another video that I'm going to be editing from that day as well. Yours has a 50% off sale. What's CX, Shannon? Do you mean on their website? Why not? I was getting hot, Ewan. All the men were topless. Oh, thank you for the chirpy kisses, Nick Nick. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I don't care. You're very welcome. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. Right. Have I any plans for the weekend? At this moment, no. Bob Ross, the parrot Luna is right here. Do I have any pets? No, random. This is a wild bird that just flew in through the window. Where's my dog? She is at my parents' on holiday. She's there while the wet room's being done. Oh, thank you, Jensen. Thank you for the Sunday bowl. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's not finished yet, though. I don't care. It's not finished yet. You know what, Brenda? People like you aren't needed in my life. You don't even follow me, so I'll make it easy for you. Bye-bye. Yes, I'm planning on growing my hair long again. Except when Luna climbs all over it, like a pest. Don't worry, Shannon. Who's Luna? Luna is the parrot. Thanks, Victoria. I'm sorry, but I'm not dyeing it again because it just damaged my hair too much. Thank you, Cozy Bay. No, Shannon, no. Yes, Mark and Sarah going on a 4-night mini cruise at the end of November. Hello, Donna. How are you? Yes, meow. Yes. So once the psoriasis is completely cleared up, I will be able to refill the hot tub and start using it again. Yes. But I need to be careful that I don't aggravate the irritation again. I don't care. Thank you for the cheeky pup. Thank you. Liz, yes, if you're on a first cruise, I recommend a mini cruise or a 1-week cruise as a maximum to check that you actually enjoy it. Not everybody enjoys cruising, and some people do get seasick. So I would always recommend that people start off with a short cruise, maximum of 1 week, to try it out. I mean, I love cruising, and one day like you just said there, Shannon, I'd love to do a world cruise one day. We'll have to wait and see if I ever manage it. But that would be my dream one day. Oh, wow. What's that? Cozy Bay, thank you. Rock and roll. Woohoo. Talking of rock and roll, I've got a question for you all. Who's heard of Bob Joyce? Who's been down the Bob Joyce rabbit hole? Yes, Jay, the Elvis guy. Who has been down the Bob Joyce rabbit hole? Right, I'm going to give you all 5 minutes. Go and have a look at Bob Joyce. Yes, Pitta. Go and look up videos of Bob Joyce. That's Joyce. Bob Joyce. Go and look up videos. Go and have a look at them. You'll find plenty of them. Go and have a look them up and then come back and we'll have a chat. Go and have a look and we'll have a chat. How old is Luna? 8 years old. And we'll have a chat about it. Hello, everybody coming in. Lauren, my dear. Lauren J. Hello to you. Lauren, I hate to say this, Lauren, but after seeing some of the things you've recently said about me, Lauren, you're no longer welcome in my lives. Me and my moderators have had a chat about you, Lauren, you and your backstabbing and bitchiness. And we've decided, Lauren, that you're not welcome in my lives anymore. So, Lauren, nice to see you. Bye-bye. Block. We have the receipts, exactly, Pitta. We have receipts, we have recordings, we have screenshots of her being bitchy about me and talking about me in other people's lives. So yes, I've been waiting for her to come in to be able to say that. So yeah, we have the receipts, we have all the receipts. I'm fine. That's why I've got some incredibly supportive mods. I have some incredibly supportive mods. And what I've kept very quiet about up till now is how much Lauren has stalked me. She's constantly messaged me. She's constantly harassing me with messages. Constantly. Up to the point where I removed her. And yeah, and message multiple mods. Thank you, Lisa. Constantly message mods as well. If she didn't see me for 12 hours, she would message people going, is Annette all right? Is Annette, have you heard from Annette? You know, things like that. It's just not necessary. So I'm entitled to a private life. I have a private life. I have boundaries in place, and she was way overstepping the boundaries. She was removed from Discord with a warning and carried on. So each step she was removed, and now she's been banned for that very reason. I'm just saying that to everybody to keep it clear and precise. Right, let's go back to talking about Bob Joyce. Let's go back to talking about Bob Joyce. So guys, have you been and looked up Bob Joyce yet? Go and look up Bob Joyce. So I'm just calling up Google on my iPad because I want to check a couple of things out. That's the one, Inca. So, if you haven't looked him up, I'll give you a rough rundown. Bob Joyce is a preacher in America. He's in Arkansas. I hope I've said that right. I'm fairly sure I have. And he is a very, very close resemblance to Elvis. Some people say he is Elvis. Some people say Elvis faked his death and hid from the mafia and then reappeared as Bob Joyce. Now, there are multiple things that make him potentially, I'm not saying he is or he isn't, but number one, if you listen to him sing, he can sing, and he sings like Elvis. He's got the same scars. He's got the same gap in his teeth. He's been seen regularly at Graceland. He was at Elvis's daughter's, is it Lisa Marie? He was at her funeral. He is married to one of Elvis's first girlfriends. And there are so many possibilities. Miranda. I agree with you, Miranda. However, if he was really hiding from the mafia, the FBI can fake birth records. The FBI can fake family history. The FBI can do all sorts of planting of background stories. Secondly, facelifts, plastic surgery can all make people look younger. Number three, people think I'm a lot younger than I actually am. Who's to say Elvis hasn't aged incredibly well if he was still alive? Who's to say it isn't him? Does that make sense? Bob Joyce, Leah. Bob Joyce. Well, Alison, things have changed a lot in the last 40, 50 years. He would now be 91, yes. No, Charlotte, I'm 52. A lot of people say to me I look like I'm in my 30s or 40s, but a lot of people don't realise I'm actually 52. There you go, Nick. I know, I've heard all these stories, Oakley, yes. I'm not an Elvis fan, I never have been. Do I know if he's Elvis? No. Am I that bothered? Curious, but I'm not bothered. Yeah, there's all sorts of rumours and stories. So I'm going to say, does anybody want to come and say anything about it? Does anybody have an opinion that they want to come and talk about? Does anybody want to say yes, they think he is, no, they don't think he is, and say why? And I mean reasons more than just the age gap. The age gap thing can be easily explained. So, yeah. It has been suspected for years. Yes, chronic mess. He does sound like him, exactly, Maxine. Unlikely, Moon Smurf, because this person has an identical scar and other things. To produce an identical twin after 80 years sounds a bit far-fetched. Bob Joyce, Becca. Bob Joyce. How the hell am I harassing and bullying somebody? Restriction appealed. You have an identical twin, do you, Charlotte? Cool. I think Inca, if he, as and when he dies, they might do a blood test or something. I don't know. Exactly, Ryan. No, I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he isn't. I just think it's interesting to talk about. Amy, I'm going to let you in the box. If you're here to say anything else or talk about anything else, Amy, I'm not interested. Are you over 18, Amy?
Yeah.
Hello. What would you like to say?
I just wanted to say that you look really good today.
Oh, thank you very much, Amy. Have you got anything to say about Bob Joyce and whether he might be Elvis?
No,
No? Okay. Well, thanks for coming up, Amy. Cheers.
you're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Shiny Steaks. Who are you? Again, guys, you need to confirm you're over 18 when you come in my box. Nope. He's obviously not there. Restrictions. Appeal. Submit. Appeal. Yeah. Right. Millie, let's see what you've got to say about Bob Joyce. Nope, Millie's not there either. Okay. Alex, let's see what you've got to say.
Oh, I think you're really cool.
You're under 18. Bye.
No, I think you're cool. Oh, fuck you then, mate. Honestly. Frick you, man.
Children, children, children. Macy.
Hi,
Hi, Macy. Are you over 18?
I'm 62,
Oh, Macy, it's lovely to talk to you.
and Joe.
What do you think
Um,
about Bob Joyce? Could he be Elvis, do you think?
yes, I do. I've been listening to him for quite a while.
Yeah,
Elvis was very religious. He always talking about the Lord and prayers, and he used to do like what a preacher does, preaches to people.
yeah.
And I honestly, his voice is definitely Elvis's voice.
It's
Definitely.
very similar, isn't it?
Very, very.
The way he sings.
Yes. Yeah, there's one song that he sings, and I think he sung it to his ex-wife, Priscilla, and he sung it to, obviously, his new one. And my God, I had goosebumps. I
What,
thought,
when
you
Bob
definitely,
Joyce, do you mean when Bob Joyce sung the same song?
yeah, yeah. And in a lot of his songs as well, if you listen to him and then go and listen to Elvis, it is unpassable.
Oh,
It is. You're right.
sorry, Luna just screamed in my ear.
Oh,
Oh, Luna, you and I have to have words sometimes, yes. Go on.
yeah. So I do actually think he is, as you say, the FBI can change somebody, stop them. They can do anything.
They can.
So,
The thing that I say is there's too many coincidences
yeah,
for it to be completely ruled out.
exactly.
Do
Yeah,
I
I
believe? Do I believe he is? The honest answer is I don't know.
don't know. Yeah,
But
he's
too
he's got
many. There's too.
he
For me, there's too many little things and medium things for
yeah.
me to say he's definitely not.
Well, he's got the gap in his teeth.
Yeah,
He's got the same scars where they were,
yeah,
and when he plays on these, and he gets up, he does sort of a wiggle.
yeah.
Exactly what Elvis done.
And he's got some of the same mannerism as
Yes,
Elvis.
yes, yeah. Good Lord, do you want me to sing that again? Yeah, yeah, very much. I, I love watching him.
What,
Because I,
Elvis, you mean?
no, Bob
Bob
Joyce.
Joyce, yeah. Have you
Because,
gathered that he's recorded a concert that's going to be able to download?
no,
Yeah, he's
when's that?
recorded a concert recently that apparently will be available to download at some point.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely
And
brilliant.
I find it interesting that since he's become more, what's the word, widely known on social media, he's
Yeah,
suddenly doing more concerts.
yeah.
He's suddenly doing more as he gets older.
Obviously, the people like the mafia that were after him have all passed on.
Yeah.
So he's
And
had,
also the laws have changed
yeah,
and surveillance has changed, security changed.
yes, yes. As I say, Annette, I agree wholeheartedly with you that that man sings exactly like Elvis.
Yeah.
It's, how can one have so many marks that Elvis got and the gap in the teeth? I know I heard when Elvis first come onto the scene that he had the gap in his teeth filled. And obviously, as he's got older, the bits came out. But you can see and you can close your eyes and listen. That is Elvis.
The other thing that I find uncanny, or I'm not sure if uncanny is the right word, but it's the reports of he's been at places that somebody who's not been not open to the public.
Yeah, he went to his daughter's funeral.
He was at Lisa Marie's funeral.
Yes.
He had no reason to be there.
No.
And he's married to Elvis's earlier girlfriend.
Yeah.
I mean,
What does that say?
Yeah, it says loads. That's the bit I find really uncanny.
Yeah. It's just the little things that he does. If you look at either his right hand or his left hand, his little fingers, they're
Hello?
like his were.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello, are you
Hello?
over 18?
I am over 18.
Okay, would you like to chat about Elvis and Bob Joyce?
Oh, go on then.
You don't sound over 18, to be honest.
No.
I am 18.
No.
Sorry, I'm not convinced.
No.
Not convinced. He would
Definitely
be
not.
nearly 90, Auntie Annette. Yes, he would be nearly 90. But Bob Joyce is said to be somewhere in his 60s, 70s, I think. And the thing that I regularly say is people can be made to look younger.
Yeah.
People can appear younger than they are, because I appear younger than I am.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't believe me when I tell them I'm 52.
Exactly. You don't look 52.
Well, there you go. But I am 52.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. With plastic surgery, everything that's available these days, yeah, a lot of people can be made to look younger than they are.
One thing I must say is when they said that Elvis had died and he had an open casket, he was sweating in that casket. You knew that wasn't him. You don't.
I've no idea. I'm too. I'm too young to remember, I'm afraid, Macy. I mean, I was around, but I don't remember it at all. I've got no memory.
You don't know his funeral when it was.
That was in the it was mid to late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, going on to the 80s. Yeah.
Yeah, mid to late 70s. Yeah.
Yeah. When the cameras were in the chapel where he was, and they sort of like made a mistake and went over his face, he was literally sweating.
Okay.
Hello, love.
Smile. Are you over 18?
Yes, I am. I'm here to chat about Bob Joyce.
I can tell by your voice. Hello. What would you like to add to the chat?
So basically, I think it was a rare tragedy how suddenly Elvis Presley died, and then we found our way over to Bob Joyce, spitting image, spitting everything.
Yeah.
I think they look so similar. It's so uncanny, and I don't like it. I think if we was to dig up as Elvis I can't say it properly. I think if we was to dig up his grave, we would not find a body. I think Elvis Presley is Bob Joyce.
Do you think it is Bob Joyce?
I think it is.
Okay. I mean, it's very interesting to get other people's perceptions and thoughts. I have no idea, but I think there are way too many, as I said to Macy a minute ago, I think there's way too many coincidences for it to not be a possibility.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way,
Definitely.
you sound American.
I am American.
Whereabouts are you from?
I'm from Texas.
Ah, hence the southern drawl, the nice thick accent.
Yes.
I've got friends in Texas, so yeah.
Yes.
One of my mods is also from New York State, so
Oh, I've never been. I've always planned on visiting.
what, New York?
Yes.
Right. Hello, sweet pie. Hello, sweet pie. Are you coming in? The people are saying, Smile, that you're having me on.
Mm.
I don't think I am.
I think you are.
I don't think I am.
Yeah.
I can't tell. I'm really I struggle to tell with stuff like accents and things. So
I was trying to think of a way to tell you, and I couldn't without giving it away. But no way
I'm
was he
not good.
American.
I'm not good with accents and things. So
Yeah.
well, Macy, I'm going to say thank you very much for coming up.
You're welcome, my love.
I'm not going to bring anyone else up, but I'm going to say, Macy, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
And June,
Thank
Annette.
you for coming up and chatting. I appreciate hearing somebody sensible
Thank you.
joining in the conversation with me about it.
Thank you very much for having me up.
You're welcome. Shall I throw you out for you?
Yes, please.
Macy, thank you very much. Take care. Enjoy your evening and your weekend.
And you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right, guys, I'm not letting anybody else in. Macy was lovely. I completely agree with you, Moles. If everybody did sensible conversations like that, this app would be a lot easier. We love Macy. Yes, we do, Alex. Oh, I've got a couple of texts. No, Peter. Really, Moon Smurf? Thank you for letting me know, Moon Smurf. I'm really not going to worry about it. Do I think he's Elvis? I don't know. Do I think he could be Elvis? Yes. How would I feel if he was Elvis? I think that's a different question to ask. The thing people have to remember is somebody who's been such a force in modern culture. And Elvis was a very big force in modern culture and pop culture, and talking about modern music, all that type of thing. Yes, Maxine, who was at Elisa Marie's funeral, yes. You can see, if you look up on the internet, there are photos of him at the funeral. Whether they're doctored or not, I don't know. I don't know how true that is. Part of me would be disappointed if he was Elvis, because as a Christian, I don't feel anybody should hide their identity. As a Christian, okay? Now, as a Christian, I feel that trying to be somebody you're not isn't right. I feel that if he had to hide because of the mafia all those years ago, totally understand that. But why now carry it on? If you understand what I mean. Why not just come out and say, yes, I'm Elvis? Now that's interesting, Alex. Maybe Elvis was an alias all along. I don't know if he's ever officially denied it, Train Adam. Don't know if he's ever officially denied it. He has he, Ashley? Okay. I don't know, Wrinkles. I don't know. Yes, Blackheart, I agree. Everybody deserves a private life. But there's a private life, and then there's being somebody as famous as Elvis stroke Bob Joyce. And Bob Joyce, regardless of whether he is Elvis or not, at the moment is certainly playing on the Elvis thing. If you understand what I mean. His music, the way he sings, the way he moves, it's so uncanny. Am I lagging? Sorry guys, nothing I can do about lagging. Scroll out and come back in if you think I'm lagging. Scroll out and come back in. Sorry guys, there's not a huge amount I can do about lag. Not a huge amount I can do about it. Not lagging for everybody, okay. If it's lagging for you guys, restart your live and see if that helps. So one appeal was approved, one appeal not approved. Guys, I'm going to restart my live. One appeal approved, one appeal not approved for exactly the same thing. I'm going to restart. I'll literally be back in 1 minute, but I'm going to run to the loo first. So I'm going to restart and I'll be right back. With them, and you build trust with them. And what people don't realize is building time and building trust with them takes a long time. It really does. I mean, a bird like Luna wouldn't behave like this without hours and hours and hours put in over 8 years. I literally have had Luna 8 years, and literally, I'm spending time with her every day. I don't know, Bella, but thank you for the heart me. I like that. And green cheek called Mayhem. I like that. Oh, is that nice? You do like your head scratches, don't you? Yes. Yours clothing. So I'm not actually holding her. She's holding on to my thumb. She could fly off anytime she wants. She's just quite happy to be cuddled and head scratches and everything else. If you're wondering why I'm blowing the dust off her feathers. As I'm preening her and cracking the keratin around her feathers, I'm just blowing the dust off. Annabelle, I'm sorry, I completely disagree with you. If you don't have time to put into a parrot, don't get one. They need hours every single day. If you want to end up with a friendly bird who doesn't bite, who doesn't pluck, they need hours of stimulation and hours of companionship every single day. So, Annabelle, I strongly disagree with you. Strongly disagree with you. You have got some feathers of her, of Luna, haven't you, Mama Jones? The thing is, so many people buy a bird, stick it in a cage, and think that's all they need to do, and it's not. You can't just let them out in the evenings, Annabelle. You need to let them out all the time. You shouldn't have birds shut in a cage all day. They're birds. They're not guinea pigs or gerbils or hamsters. You're enjoying that, aren't you? Yes. Oh, sorry. Oh, you've got a pin there, Luna. That's why I'm scratching that bit. Oh. I'm just waiting for some sensible comments. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here nice and quiet and just preen Luna and give her the attention she deserves. Yes. Pin feathers are new feathers that come through, and they're wrapped in keratin, which is a hard coating similar to our fingernails. And when you scratch a pin feather, you're cracking the keratin round the feathers that the bird can't reach. So Luna can reach her back round her body, but she can't reach her head, and she can't reach the back of her neck, things like that. So you see that I stay in the head area and preen the head area, because she can manage the rest, but she can't do her own head. Now, if they were in a flock, or if I had a couple of birds, they'd do each other. So when you see birds preening each other on around their heads and things, that's what they're doing. But as she's an only bird, I preen for her. I don't pull it off, ALS. I crack it, and then by rubbing it between my fingers, it crumbles. When you've got a big bird, like a macaw, things like that, very occasionally the keratin will come off as a tube, but that's not that often. And with a small bird like Luna, it never happens.
Le phoque m'a poussé, le phoque m'a poussé.
Jackdaw comes off. I like that, ALS. How often do I clean a cage? I'm always cleaning a cage, Nick, so I will clean a cage as often as it needs it. A full clean is about once a month, but I wipe her cage almost on a daily basis for poo and things like that. I don't know, Belle. Not yet, Stacey, but I will be. Yes, you've got a lot of pins on the back of your neck there, haven't you? Yes. No plans for tomorrow at the moment. Annabelle, you clearly don't know what you're talking about. Have you seen how big a nighttime poo is for a little bird like Luna? A little bird like Luna, if you left their poos, they would pile up in very quickly. So Annabelle, you obviously don't know what the heck you're talking about. So Annabelle, I've had enough of you trolling and I'm blocking you. Bye-bye. You can't say that you'd literally only clean them out once a month. I thoroughly clean her cage once a month. Thoroughly. I wipe her cage for the poo and stuff almost every day. To say that you only clean their cage once a month because they don't do that much mess, obviously doesn't know a thing about parrots. Apart from anything, not cleaning their poo out on a regular basis, not cleaning their poo out on a regular basis is incredibly unhygienic for the bird and for the people around. That kind of talk just really winds me up. Actually, Pacemaker, it doesn't smell that bad. It's not like dog poo. A bird's poo doesn't really have a smell. I will be honest and say that. But you still can't let it pile up. Bee and Luna get on well, yes, but that's because I've introduced them over time and they've slowly got used to each other. But Luna is the boss, very definitely.
Le phoque m'a poussé, le phoque m'a poussé, le phoque m'a poussé.
Have I ever seen Twilight? No, I haven't.
Le phoque m'a poussé, le phoque m'a poussé.
Bee's not here at the moment, cute thing. Bee is on holiday with my parents. She's there while the wet room's being done. No, she's not here. Sorry about that. She hopefully will be back next weekend. Tubby Tube, let me authorise that comment. So those squeaks, most of them are happy noises. Most of the little noises she makes are happy noises. But every now and then I'll get a feather that's still uncomfortable for her. And that's when she goes for my finger as if to say, leave that one alone, Mum. That one's not ready yet. No, I don't have a cat. I have a Chihuahua. That's Beatrix or B. Like I said, she's at my parents' at the moment. But she's smaller than most cats. I do like cats. I would like to think about getting a cat, but the road I live on scares me for cats. So I'm not convinced at the moment. Tracy, thank you for the chirpy kisses. Thank you so much. Do you think it's important to have more than one? Do you mean parrots? No. If you give a parrot plenty of attention, like I do with Luna, then they're quite happy on being a one parrot house. But if you're not going to give it lots of attention, then I'd never recommend a parrot for anybody. Jesus loves you, by the way, whoever that troll comment was from. She is incredibly cute, isn't she? Well, Jake, you obviously watch trolling videos about me, because I haven't seen a single video about me on my FYP. You obviously like to watch troll videos about me, so you know what, Jake, you can take a hike. Bye-bye. No, Nick, because Luna is in a very quiet room in my house. She's in the snug. I don't have anybody else in the house most of the time. So most of the time it's very quiet and Luna can sleep in the mornings without being disturbed. But if I was living in a busy house where people are coming and going at all hours and she didn't get 10 hours a night minimum, then if she didn't get 10 hours a night minimum, then you'd need to cover them so that the bird could get plenty of sleep. Wrong, Phoebe. No, you don't crush the feather. You're cracking the keratin around the new feather coming through. So no, I'm not crushing the feather. Very big difference. She's 8 years old. I've had her since she was a baby. No plans at the moment to go back to Disney. No Disney plans at the moment. I mean, never say never, but certainly not at the moment. Luna is a Konya. This is because I spend hours with her all the time, Stacey. Well, look, I'm not holding her. So if she didn't like it, she could fly away quite happily. See, I'll be showing people the bathroom tour when the wet room's finished. And also I'll be putting up a video of the progress through the job. But I'm not showing it at the moment. Yeah, Sinead, parrots vary in size big time. Luna's not even the smallest of parrots. Luna is not even the smallest of breeds. She's a small breed, but she's not the smallest. Check my phone. Yes, hold on. Hold on, there's a lot of messages for me to scroll through. Very good, Alex, very good. Took me a little while to get there because I had so many messages to scroll through. Oh dear. Hello. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, why aren't you modded? Hold on, I'll mod you now, Alex. Hold on. Add mod. There you go. You're done, Alex. Becca, what's wrong with sitting in my pyjamas? It's not a nightie, it's pyjamas. And what's wrong with sitting in my pyjamas? Plenty of people do it. Plenty of people sitting on TikTok in less. No, but we had a little bit of rain last night, Becky. It was lovely. It wasn't enough, but it was lovely to have a little bit. She really is enjoying this evening. You went to the store at 2 a.m. in your bathrobe. Pumpkin, if I tried to do that around here, I'd probably be arrested. Oh, dear. PJ Charlotte from Yours Clothing, like 99% of my clothes. I have heard about the wildfires in Suffolk, yes. I'm aware that there are wildfires popping up all over the country. A friend of mine is a fireman, and I asked him about it, and he said that they're getting them everywhere. So yeah, wildfires popping up all the time, because everywhere is so dry. Well, I sure saw one go past here earlier on. So, yeah, and the fires all over Europe. I mean, the wildfires in France and in Spain are horrendous. Sinead, where have there been fires in North Wales? Whereabouts in North Wales have there been fires? I mean, has there been any really big ones? Llanfyfechan. Shame. Do you know the moors over the hills at Bala towards Portmaddock? Do you know those hills? I remember that area had a few fires about 15 years ago, because that was fairly near where I lived. We do need some rain desperately. Yeah, I heard about a fire fairly near Colchester. I've got family in Colchester, so I'm aware of that one. Has there been bad ones in Llandudno as well, Autumn? Okay, I didn't know that. Is that up on the Great Orme or in the areas around? Sarah, how's the wildfire in the Colchester area? In Conway as well, yeah. The thing is, everywhere is so dry. Yeah. Oh, same here, Sue. My grass is brown. Yeah. My grass is brown, and I've got some weeds, but apart from that, my grass is brown. So when I lived in North Wales, I used to go up to Bangor and Llandudno to go shopping, because I lived in the middle of Snowdonia, so I used to head up that way to go shopping. Yes, you are being cuddly this evening. Oh, sorry, not that one. I used to use the big Tesco's at Bangor when I wanted food shopping. So I went to Bangor when I wanted food shopping, And I went to Llandudno when I wanted anything else. You're in the Northern Ireland, Bangor. Got you, Alex, yeah. Hello. Do you want a beak scratch? There you go. I love Wales, I really do. But this is going to sound, I've said this before, and I know it sounds daft. But the reason I haven't gone back is because it hurts to go back. Does that make sense? I love the area so much that just going back visiting soon after I left, it almost physically hurt. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm explaining it right. But I felt that sad about moving back south. And I needed to move south because I needed to be back in civilization, as it were. Everything in North Wales was so far away and so spread out. I really struggled with getting anywhere. My mobility was getting worse and I struggled with the driving. And now I'm not driving at all. I wouldn't be able to cope with living up there. So that's why I don't go back to visit. I want to, but at the same time, the idea hurts. I know that sounds stupid, but it does. Oh, you baby mode. Good night, Chiquita. Oh, you are in baby mode. You switched it up into baby mode. Oh. Yes, property was a lot cheaper there, yes. Is still a lot cheaper. Don't know, Mark. I might do. Don't know. When is it? Also depends which one you mean. Because I've moved since I last went to proms in the park. So if you're talking about the Aylesbury one, probably not. Good night, Nick. Can you see how much she's just fluffed up? And she's now going into baby mode. She's like crouching down and puffed up. Oh, is there, Butterfly? Well, send me a message. Tell me when. Oh, really, Nick? Okay. Does Luna count as a kite? Can I take Luna flying? Would she count as a kite? Are you going, Nick? I actually popped out to the little Tesco's today and actually met a follower, but I don't think she's in the live. I'm trying to remember her name. It wasn't Ellie. It wasn't Alicia. Oh, I can't remember now. Am I happy? Yes, I am, Peter. Yes. Oh, I love that, Autumn. Love that. So these little squeaks she's doing at the moment are happy squeaks. These are happy. This is contented squeaks. She's playing with my fingers and I'm giving her beak rubs. And she is very happy. And you can see I'm not holding her at all. She's just sat on my finger. And if she wanted to, she could quite happily move. She's just chewing my fingers and mouthing my fingers. And yeah, she's happy. Aren't you? This is what happiness looks like in a little bird. Yes, Hugo, that's North Wales. Gwyned's North Wales. Snowdonia area. Hello, Bradders. No, Karen, she's not blind. She is happy. She's got her eyes closed. She is happy and contented. Yeah, Port Maddock is in Gwynedd. Yeah. Evening, Ariel. How are you? Somebody is certainly enjoying this evening. She's been enjoying having me to herself without Bee around. She's really been enjoying having me to herself. Thank you for the roses, Hannah. Thank you, everybody who's been sending me heart me's and everything else. Thank you, folks. Bee's at my parents'. She's there on holiday. Right. And you're having a move. There you go. You're getting tired. Actually, no, I don't FaceTime Bee. I do talk to my parents almost every day, and I've said hello to Bee over the speaker a few times, and she's taken absolutely no notice of me whatsoever. No, she's not taken any notice of me whatsoever if I talk to her over the phone. How do I know when Luna's tired? Well, she'll yawn, close her eyes, and just body language as well. And also being puffed up like this, it's kind of, she's happy, she's content. Yes, I do, Hayley, yes. Oh, she'll be pleased to see me, Autumn. I know she'll be pleased to see me. So I've just stopped stroking Luna and moved my hands, and immediately she's gone to my hand on the arm of the chair. Literally, she's immediately just moved to my hand on the arm of the chair, and she's just pooed on the arm of the chair. Thank you, Luna. I love you too. I suppose it was about time for a poo, wasn't it? We relaxed for a while. Let's clean that up so it doesn't get rubbed into the chair. There we go. All cleaned up and gone. Mwah. Mwah. Oh, come on. You don't need to keep going back to my hand. You can have my shoulder. Mm. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I keep saying she's at my parents'. She's fine. She's at my parents'. Mwah. Yes. Good evening, King Cole. How are you? No, she's at my parents' while I'm having my wet room done. So she'll be back. She'll be back hopefully next week. It's just it's been too tricky to have her here with the wet room being done. And she's so small, she'd get in the way. She could easily get hurt. The front door, sorry, is wide open all day, every day while they're here. You know, it's just safer for her to be on holiday at my parents'. No, Talia, no. Buzzballs, yes, I actually brought a couple today, Nick. I brought a couple of the strawberry ones today. A couple of the strawberry ones, a green one, and a blue one. Never seen the blue one, so I bought one blue one, a couple of strawberries, and one green because it was on three. It was on buy three get one free, 4 for the price of 3. Is the blue one nice? Okay. Yeah, the yellow one was the first one I tried, and it's probably the worst. What percent are buzzballs? About 13 or 14%, I think. No, it didn't butterfly. The other ones are a lot nicer though. I won't be buying the yellow one again. Mwah. I think my favourite so far is definitely the honeydew melon, but I've yet to find it in a small one. I've only found it in the really big one. Yeah, it was too spicy for me. It wasn't the mango that was put me off, it was the spice. The chocolate one is lovely. Yes, I've had a couple of the chocolate ones. Oh, sorry. Thought you were holding an avocado. She might look like an avocado sometimes, but no, she's no avocado. She is definitely a parrot. But never feed a parrot an avocado. Did you know that avocados are poisonous for parrots? Hello, Tapao. How are you? I'm good, thank you. She is loving this. Meh. Although she's getting a little bit cranky. No, that's just being cranky. She's not biting me. She's just being a bit cranky. She's tired. Hazel, I went on the road. Now, the thing people don't understand about that video is, yes, the road might have been quiet at that moment, But that road is a very busy road. It's not a safe road to have to go on the road. It's the whole point is they don't want people on that road as pedestrians. That's why they've got great big metal railings all the way down the road to stop people crossing the road, not at crossing points. It's an incredibly dangerous road. So to have to go on it on a wheelchair is not safe at all. Also, for pushchairs to be able to get past, you couldn't do that. So that's why doing a video like that, it's not just for me at that moment. How many times has that person parked outside that house like that? That can't be a one-off. So it's like drawing attention to how many people just don't think. Yes, very definitely, because also the dropped curb was mostly blocked. Wasn't completely blocked, but it was mostly blocked. So it wasn't easy getting down the curb or up the other side. I managed it, but it wasn't easy. And also, if I'd scratched the car, which I didn't, but if I had, the driver would have blamed me, even though they're the one causing the obstruction. Right. No, I didn't go on Tower of Terror. Not one I was keen on going on. But I did go on some rides, yes. You know what, Brecky? Why are you even here then? Brecky's just said on my comments that you can't all see, I lose a brain cell every time I listen to you. So why are they even in my room? If they don't want to listen to me, why the hell are they even in my live? It's like, use your brain. If you don't want to watch somebody, scroll. Some people are weird. Charlotte, it's part of pyjamas from Yours Clothing. See how it's the pyjama top for the pyjamas I'm wearing from Yours Clothing. So it's a little top and shorts, summer pyjamas. I've got to stop scratching. I've got an itch on my back and I'm trying not to scratch. I'm trying to just rub it, not scratch it. Got to remember, don't scratch, just rub. Why do you get so much hate? I don't know. People don't like me. People think I'm easy to pick on. People don't like the way I look. People don't like the way I talk. People don't like the fact I've got disabilities. Pass. Yes, it's part of a pair of pyjamas, Adina. Yep. Hello. Thank you, Becky. Thank you. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Moth. How are you? I'm going to put some cream on. I do actually have some cream here, so I'm going to put it on. No, Looney, you can't. She's trying to attack the cream. Right. I am, yes, Howson. I'm pleased with how the wet room looks so far. Very pleased. The contractor is doing a really good job with the tiling. I'm very pleased with how the tiles are looking, and I will show you all once it's finished. And I will do a progress video, so I'll start with a photo of how it started and then go through the different photos I've taken. What's a wet room? So Charlotte, a wet room is a shower room without anything on the floor to obstruct a wheelchair or anything like that. It's a completely flat room with a shower tray embedded in the floor, and the drain goes through the floor, and then it drains away through a soak away hidden under the floor. And yeah, it's completely flat. Hopefully moles the end of next week, but it might be the beginning of the week after. What brand is the parrot? I think you mean what breed is the parrot. She is a pineapple green cheek conure. Look at the cozy scratch attack roller. I've never heard of that. Is it like a roller that stops you from scratching, but more kind of to stop the itching? Is that what it is? Am I a wheelchair user? Yes, Charlotte. Out and about. I hope I will never need it in the house. But because my mobility has decreased over the years, there is a possibility in the future I may need a wheelchair in the house. I hope not, but they've said that rather than chance it, they'd rather put a wet room in now while I need something new, so that if I do need a wheelchair in the house in the future. No, Vortex, no. I would have to change things in the house if I needed to use a wheelchair in the house. I would have to make changes, but I wouldn't have to move. That was one of the reasons I chose this bungalow in the first place, because if I ever did need to use a wheelchair in the house, there are adaptations that I could do to this house. Some of the doors are wide enough, Jem, but not all of them. Well, at the moment, Finn, I can walk short distances. Daffy, no, I'm not. I am a female. I was born a female. I have boobs. I have a womb. You know, I'm a female. Piss off. Vortex is my own home. I don't have a landlord. I am the owner. I am the landlord. So yes, if I want things added to the house, I have to pay for it. However, I'm having the wet room done with a grant, a disability grant. Do I have hot builders? No. No. Behave, Alex. Yes, it's a parrot. Disneyland was fantastic. Thank you, Sophie. Yeah, Luna is snuggling. She's like, I'm getting tired, Mum. Oh, jigsaw puzzle time. There we go. You can tell when she starts doing this that she's a bit tired. No, I didn't know. Will they clean the wet room? I'd hope they'd clean it down a bit at least, Maxine, but the dust and the debris and everything else is everywhere. It's not just in the wet room. I've been trying to keep the doors closed as much as possible, but dust has got round almost every room in the house to some degree. So I will have somebody coming in helping me do some cleaning afterwards, definitely. So I have Luna here, and I have my Chihuahua, who is currently at my parents'. Maxine, yeah, Luna has perches in her cage, and the only time I insist on her being in her cage is at night. So she sleeps in her cage. She has access to her cage all day, every day. And sometimes she chooses to sit in her cage during the daytime. But while Bee's not been here and it's just been Luna, Luna's been enjoying spending most of the time with me, either sat on me or sat on the chair or sat on my shoulder or coming outside with me. When I went down the pub the other day, Luna came with me and she was more than happy, as I'm sure a lot of you saw. Yes. Yeah, my Chihuahua's called Beatrix Potter, but known as Bee. What? Do I say Beatrix? Yes. I don't say Beatrix Potter, no, but I do call her Beatrix. And she does know tone of voice. And I don't know if she knows her full name, but she certainly knows tone of voice. So, Beatrix, she knows the difference. Yes, Abby, although Luna is definitely the boss. Yeah, that's her official name, Moles. Her name on her Kennel Club registration is Beatrix Potter. On her Kennel Club registration. The name is not copyrighted. No. The books are copyrighted, yes. The name itself as a trademark is copyrighted, but you can't copyright a name for somebody else to use. I like that cat. So if somebody with the surname of Potter wanted to call their daughter Beatrix, that would be quite legal. If I wanted to call my business Beatrix Potter, that might be something different. It's certainly not copyrighted to call something or somebody Beatrix Potter. My dog is called Vincent Van Dog. I like it, Abby. I like it. I like that. Princess Leia for a dog's name. I like it. Yeah, Maverick and Goose. I like that too. The thing is, my first dog came with the name Buster, and he knew his name so well I couldn't change it. I called my second dog Bethany, known as Beth, because I've always loved that name. And by the time I got B, I was like, you know what, I've got to carry on with B names. And I've always loved Beatrix Potter books, and I like the name Beatrix. So I just decided to call her Beatrix Potter. Do I go on cruises? Yes, I do, but not all the time. I haven't been on one since January 24, I'm going on one for a 4-night mini cruise at the end of this year, in the end of November. Luna's just there. Boots and noodle for a pair of snakes. I love it. Oh, Luna! That's each ear you've done this evening. Come on. Screech down the eardrums. She's gone to her food bowl now. So another thing I can do for Luna while Bee's not here is Luna's got a food bowl on the coffee table in the living room. I can't do that for Bee when Bee's here, because Bee will basically pick up any food that Luna drops. And Luna likes to drop food, as she's playing at the moment. So, yeah. Oh, thank you, Crossroad. How are you? See you soon, Sweet Pea. Thanks for being here. Is that a new top? It's a pair of pajamas, actually. It's a summer pair of pajamas. With this top and some shorts. Yeah, it's really soft and really comfortable. Yours clothing for the umpteenth time this evening. Not at the moment, Claire. I've spent more than enough on Attack of the Vine. I've spent too much on Attack of the Vine. But this is my folder for Attack of the Vine. This is my folder for ta-da! The whole puzzle. And then these are the legendaries that I've got. Those are the legendaries. And then I've got my enchanteds as well. So each set that I collect, I did, Tracy, yes, thank you. Each set I collect has its own folder. And I've got some more legendaries that I've got doubles up of. And then my enchanteds are in this box as well. Are these legendaries? No, these are my enchanteds. Oh, and one extra special legendary. So that's the Mickey and Minnie. That's going to go up in value. So I decided, I was going to sell it, but I've decided not to, because it is only going to go up. It's already started going up. I've got the Rapunzel and Finn. I've got the Merlin Lee from Red Panda. And I've got Carl and Russell from Up. So they're the 4 enchanteds I've got. And then I've also got a couple of other enchanted from other sets. That's the legendary I've got that is very good. That's the Winnie the Pooh one. I've actually got 2 of this. And then my best card that I think I've ever pulled is this one. The Elsa Enchanted from set 10. That's the Elsa Enchanted from set 10. And I'm thinking about getting 2 of these graded. And that's those 2. I'm thinking about getting those 2 graded. I'm hoping that they both come back as a 9. I'd like that one to come back as a 10, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm not quite sure if the centering on that one is good enough. So, yeah. Oh, have you got the mini enchanted from Fabled, Stacey? Have you got the mini from the Minnie and Mickey pair? Oh, you mean the Minnie and Mickey? This one. You mean that one? You've got the same one as me. You've got this one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to get this one graded because it's already at approximately 400. And people are saying, I've been listening to people online, and people are saying because it's the first Mickey and Minnie enchanted together. Yes, they're the Fabled ones, which are the really expensive ones. But because that's the first Mickey and Minnie together, people are saying it's going to go up in value. And yeah. You got the Winnie the Pooh. I'm jealous. You need to get that one graded, Stacey, definitely. You realise the Winnie the Pooh is about $6.50. I'm directing people to purchase products outside TikTok. I'm talking about a bloody hobby. I buy some of these cards on TikTok shop. I'm not selling anything. Bloody hell. Yes, Callum, it does. Yes. Oh, Cat. I wouldn't accept it, Cat. Do you know what that card is worth? Do you know what that card is worth, Cat? I wouldn't accept it. That card's about 650. Danny, Luna is 8 years old and B is about 18. Hold on. 18 or 19 months. Hold on. February, March, April, May, June, July, August. 18 months. B is nearly 18 months. B is at my parents', Kirsty, with the wet room renovations going on. She's at my parents' while that's going on. Claire, basically everywhere is out of stock of Attack of the Vine or charging so much extra for it. So I know of one TikTok shop that still had it earlier today, but I can't afford to spend any more money on them. So the TikTok shop that I use did still have cards earlier today at retail, but I can't afford to spend any more money on them. I've spent too much as it is. So no, I'm not buying any more. Yeah. She's still staying with the grandparents. Yes. Claire, eventually, yes, because basically in the future, I'll probably sell these ones that hopefully they'll have gone up in value a bit more. And also, I still want to learn how to play. So, yeah. Becky, I wouldn't advise buying inflated prices. What do you mean, vintage pacemaker? What do you mean, vintage? I mean, Lorcana only started just over a year ago. There isn't really anything vintage about them. And also, if you want to play the game, then as a new set comes out, they roll out the old sets. So you can't use the old sets at a lot of games and stuff. Yes, you can, Abby. That's where I got some of mine this time round when they were released last week. I got my first lot from Waterstones. Was it 23? Was it really summer 23? So it's 2 years old then. 23? No, it's 3 years old. Crikey, time does fly, doesn't it? Was it really summer 23? Doesn't feel like it, I tell you that. Hello. Hello. Mwah. Mwah. Cats, yes, but they will probably be the old sets, not the current ones. Because there tends to be a lot of old sets on Amazon, not the current ones. Yeah, first chapter was released, yep. I only started collecting just over a year ago. I was actually at the Comic Con in London when it was released in the UK for the first time. And I wish I'd gone to the booth and got some there. But I didn't, because back then I was thinking it's not something I'm going to get into. I avoided it. Yeah. Other Lorcana cards, Claire, or do you mean other cards that are Disney? Lorcana is official Disney. I don't know if there's an older official Disney card game, but these are official Disney, and yes, there are some that are worth big money. I mean, if you pull a new iconic out of these sets, there are 2 iconics from Attack of the Vine. So the current set is called Attack of the Vine. There you go. So that's the current set, and that's called Attack of the Vine. And the top 2 cards from this set are the Beauty and the Beast iconic and the Lilo and Stitch iconic. I've no idea how much Lilo and Stitch is going for, but the Beauty and the Beast card is currently going for about £2,000 for one card, which is bonkers. You heard me, Nick. £2,000 for one little card. But the artwork is spectacular. Emily, I've decided I'm going to keep mine for now and see if they go up in value. I don't think that's from the current set, Kat. I think that's from an older set. And what happens is as the sets sell out, the most popular cards shoot up in value. So give it a month or so and that Beauty and the Beast card won't be £2,000 anymore. It'll be three and a half. No, Claire. I personally have never collected Pokemon, but I wish I had. I remember when Pokemon started, I used to go to beanie fairs, and one of my friends who traded at beanie fairs sold boxes upon boxes of the original Pokemon cards. Those boxes of Pokemon cards now are worth a bloody fortune. It's lovely what you know in hindsight, isn't it? I heard, Stacey, absolutely utterly ridiculous money. I remember Pogs, Becky. I remember Pogs. Miss Jojo, that's probably Pokemon cards. Both my nephews and my niece, so all 3, So my niece and both my nephews collect Pokemon cards. But yeah, I wish I collected them years ago because I could have then passed them on. My thought with my Lorcana cards and my collection of Lorcana is that one day I'll pass them on to my nephews and my niece, their kids. So Disney will always be Disney. So I hope that one day I can pass them on to the next generation. Because I haven't got any kids of my own, so I won't ever have grandchildren. But I'll have great nieces and great nephews, hopefully, in the future. And I'll pass the Disney stuff on to them. M's Life, that's way inflated and I wouldn't pay that. Well, Claire, it's a hobby for me now. And hopefully it's something I can pass on. They are, Cat. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what today's value of this card is. But I was astonished. When I pulled this card from set 10, it was less than £100. When I pulled this, it was less than 100. It's now over 300. But look at that artwork. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm going to get this one graded as well as the Mickey and Minnie. Oh, I'd forgotten about Digimon. Yeah, I don't really know anything about Digimon. I know a tiny bit about Pokemon because I've learnt from my nephews, but I don't really know anything about... I don't know anything about Digimon except the name. It is, Cat, and because I love Disney as well, yeah. Emma, it means the condition of the card, whether it's got any scratches, whether it's a perfect card, which would mean a grade 10. And the value of a graded card is better because if it's graded and they seal it in a slab so you can't damage the card, then it's more valuable. No, not yet, Claire. No, I haven't even ever seen the animated version. I've never actually watched it. I've been bitten. Excuse me for a second, guys. I didn't realise that I've had a mozzie attack me and I've been bitten. Just bear with me a second. Ow. Yes. Don't you just hate it when you're bitten and it starts to sting? Does anybody else hate that feeling? I suspect everybody hates that feeling. Right there. Thing is, I'm sat here and I didn't even notice it. I didn't even notice an insect or anything, so yeah. Yes, Emma, I do. I think I've got a spare legendary here. Hold on. Let me have a look. I thought I had a spare legendary. The Mulan legendary from this set is lovely. I do, Claire, especially if anybody's got something I want and I've got something they want. I will happily trade. I'm trying. So these are the foils from the cards. These are the foils. And the foils are common cards or uncommons and rares, but they're just then foiled. They're not really worth anything, but I'm trying to make my whole folder. So if you look in my folder, I'm trying to make my whole folder foils. So when I go to card shows in the future, I will look for as many of the foils as I can to fill my folder with foils. Kat, do you want the legendary Mulan? Are you after the legendary Mulan? Oh, by the way, Kat, do you need this one from set 10? Is this 10 or 11? Hold on. The numbers in the corners make so small. Yeah, this is 10. This is the Scrooge McDuck promo card. If you need one of those, I've got a couple of that one. And this is a lot of set 10 and 11 here. These are my spares of 10 and 11. I know I've got another Mulan. I just can't find it. Give me a minute. I know I've got more than one Mulan. These are 11. Yeah, these are set 11. But I was going to check them. The Mulan hasn't got mixed up. That's my favourite Tigger card. That's my favourite Tigger. Yes, there are Pocahontas cards. Yeah. Oh. Sure, I had a spare Mulan Legendary. It might be in one of my boxes. Let's go through these. So that is a lovely Winnie the Pooh artwork. I love that artwork. These wizard Winnie the Poohs are gorgeous that they're coming out with. Absolutely stunning. Oh, and have you seen the Christopher Robin? Kat, have you seen the Christopher Robin? You see these emblems down the bottom here? These little emblems. There's common, uncommon, rare, super rare, legendary, epic, enchanted, and iconic. They're all the different grades. I've never pulled an iconic. I wish. I'll show you the Mulan because I've got it in here. Mush, I don't plan on selling it at the moment because I'm going to get it graded and then see if it goes up in value. Because it's going to be a rare one. Or it is a rare one, I should say. So this is the Mulan card, but this is my folder copy. That's the epic Mulan. And I know I've got more than one, I've just got to find it.
Le phoque m'a poussé, le phoque
Heck, it's
m'a
not in the
poussé,
folder.
le phoque
Don't
m'a
think it
poussé,
is.
le phoque m'a poussé, Le phoque m'a poussé, le phoque m'a poussé.
There it is. I knew I had it somewhere. There you go. I've actually got 2 of them. There you go, Kat. If you want one of them, I've got 2 of them. So Shannon, the more rarer they are and the higher in the cards. So the iconic, you get an iconic once every 2,000 boxes. An enchanted is on average once every 5 boxes. So that tells you the ratio of how much an enchanted, which is that, is every 5 boxes. And the enchanteds range when they're on the secondary market. The enchanted from this set, hi Chris, the enchanteds range from maybe £100 for this one to £350 for this one at the moment. And this one's only going to go up in value. I'm doing good, thanks, James. How are you? Chris, even. Not Chris. Not James. Chris. This is Disney Lorcana, Demi. Disney Lorcana. My favourite card is a card I haven't yet got. And that would be the Winnie the Pooh one. Thanks, Chris. The Winnie the Pooh one is a rare one, yes. Thank you, Chris, for the flowers. Thank you very much, darling. Thank you. Oh, Cat, thank you for the parrot. Sat right on top of Luna. Thank you, Cat. So yes, Kat, let me know if you want a Mulan. I've got some spare hard sleeves as well, so I'll pop it in there. If you want one, Kat, just let me know and I can pop it in the post to you. Because I've got 2 spares of that one. Oh, I've not seen the orange juice before, Carly. Thank you very much for those orange juices. Kat, if you want to send me your WhatsApp number, it would be easier to do on WhatsApp. So if you want to message me with a WhatsApp number, please do. And then we can WhatsApp because it'll be a lot easier than fiddling on TikTok message. Cool. You're right. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for the heart miss and things. Thank you very much. So what does everybody want to chat about now? Does anybody have any more Lorcana questions? If you do, fire away. If you don't, I'm going to put them away. Oops. So which ones was this set? That one, that one, that one, that one. And that's the legendary, that's right. And then there's set 10. Good night, Ems. No, Emma, nobody was trading these at Disney. But there are card shows that people trade them at, including other game card games, at trading shows and card shows, things like that. And Lorcana is starting to go into those shows, those trading shows and things. I've got a folder, Mush. Yeah, I've got a folder with all my cards in. So for each complete set I've got, which is 3 of them, I've got a big folder. And then, yeah. The rarest card you can get, Amy, from the new set is an iconic, either Beauty and the Beast or Lilo and Stitch. The Beauty and the Beast card sells on the secondary market. The Lilo and the Beauty and the Beast card sells for about £2,000. It's worth a lot of money on the collector's market, especially graded. No, that's not only sold at Disneyland. They're sold all over the place. These ones are shorts, Gemma. I mean, I bought some last week in Waterstones. So you just got to look for where in your area sells game cards. No, Kirsty, hopefully next weekend. Hopefully, if the wet room's finished, she'll be home next weekend or sometime the following week. Shannon, it's the condition of the card. So the better the card condition, the better the grade. I am missing her, Emily. Yes, definitely. Very definitely missing her. But I know my mum is enjoying having her. So it's nice for my mum to have her for a little while because my mum enjoys having her. Smiths do sell them if you're lucky enough to find them in stock. Yes, she will be spoilt. She is being spoilt. She is having a good time, Abby, yes. But I also think, although when I talk on the phone, she doesn't react to me, my mum said that she's still not totally settled. She is still whining at night. And I think that's because she's got used to sleeping in my bedroom and she's missing me not being there at night. Misty, as I keep saying, she's not here while I'm having the wet room done because there's so much dirt, debris, dust, things being moved, front door wide open all the time. And she moves so quickly and she's so small. It would be easy for her to have an accident, get out the house, anything. Yeah, it's just safer for her to not be here. Blue box, because they're very popular and they don't print enough of them. It's a bit like the new Pokemon cards. When the new cards come out, they sell out instantly. So yeah, that's why they're really hard to get hold of, because they just sell out. Mwah. Right, should we think about going to bed? I know you're tired and I'm getting tired. Yes, you're definitely tired, aren't you? I can tell. Tell by her body language that she is definitely getting tired. You sit there for a minute. Guys, thank you so much for your company this evening. Oh, Smith's Toys would have been out of stock the day they came out. I can tell you that much. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your company this evening. We are going to disappear. I have no idea what we're doing over the weekend. But yeah, so thank you very much, everybody. And I will see you. I might be on tomorrow. I don't know yet. Don't know. So yeah, Claire, message me. Claire B, if you want some, message me and I'll tell you where you might be able to get some. But I'm keeping it quiet from everybody else. But if you want some, Claire B, message me and I'll tell you where you might be able to get some. Yeah, message me. All right, guys, good night. I will see you sometime tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Thank you for the company.